Hello there everyone, the Salir Mark III, and welcome back to my little campaign on Ashes of the Empire in From the Depths. Last time was focused on 2 battles and general confusion reigned and all that good stuff. Though what I didn't include at the end of the video was the fact that, well, you remember that bugged out tank that the entire episode was named after? Turned out its bugginess actually extended to breaking the save. It broke the save function. I couldn't save that. And I've had to replay 3 times since then until I got through a fight which was not, they would actually let me save. So I've crashed through the first fight again. I've managed to save it this time, so that's where we're at, just past the first fight. My force actually fared worse because most of my tanks are actually El Deadzo, very much so. And I've only got a single capture this time as well, which is a priest, so that should make you guys a bit happier, well, some of you. Because there's too much capturing, too much fighting going on. And, well, that was the consensus among a couple of you guys, and I agree. There was too much, far too much fighting and things like that going on. Let's teleport down here. Accelerate game to normal speed. Here we go. Back here we go. I forgot there's a big hole. Oops, daisy. That also means I need to spawn in the advanced tank, and I've got these vehicles ready to scrap, and a whole bunch of other things as well. But there is also something else I've been doing. I may not have been able to record for a little bit, because my voice was just going blargle too much. But I have done something, and that is I have created some bits and pieces ready to come into this particular game. Remember how I mentioned that my base needs expansion and I need something to hold on to all those resources? Well, now I've got a little subfolder here called base and a few ready to build parts. I've got a base part here, which is basically just a really little building pad ready to start a smallish building. And then I've got 3 separate buildings which I have prepared and I'm ready to start showing to you guys. The first is a resource silo, and this thing can hold a great deal of resources, and it's a big spiky tower. It's going for a completely different style actually to the things I've done previously. Then I've got this relay spike, which is I do love this screenshot, though I wish we could generate massive light sources like that as part of our vehicles. That would be a very cool thing to have. But no, that's just the sun past the top of this particular tower. And then I've also built this small thing, which came from the small base part, which is called a fabricator, because it helps to build things nearby. Prices are relatively low. So let's get started with a relay spike, which you will load here. There we go. The relay spike is intended to replace to a certain extent the worker, because it can hold a modicum of resources, but it's intended to actually act as a conduit. So it can carry battery power, it can carry fuel, it can carry ammo, and it can carry stock resources. And it also provides some localized radar as well. So it's also got that going for it, and some limited local repair ability too. Though I must also point out that it's got no combat ability or armoring and such. And this is really my first foray into building with a light armor hull, so please bear with me on this. Still, I think it is looking quite good. There we go. The general theme is it's this basic structure, long, elongated, spindly, and then at the top, since it's a relay, it's got like this massive odd patterned radar dish. Kind of like it's a teleporter matrix kind of thing, surrounded by the particle glow from its repair tendrils just underneath there. And that's what it does. And if I take, where is group 1? Well, the base, let's take that out of resource mode. This footprint actually is coming from, I think it's from the resource... No, that's from the carrier, isn't it? Turn that out of resource mode as well. Wait, what is that focused on? Okay, I'm cutting these guys out of resource mode too. There we go. Right. The resource spike, it's got a limited range because I figured out that how far you can actually go with your resources depends greatly on how much resources they can actually hold. So the spikes are meant to be really cheap, slender structures just like that to act as waypoints really for the resources as they get shunted around. And I'm actually quite happy with them. It's starting to go with a new overall style for things. Now, I need to get further south because I need to spawn some more of those things to act as a relay to the point where my tanks are and all that. Because quite frankly, they are actually getting resource starved down there. They need resources for repairs and everything of that nature. So, there we go. Let's rev this thing up. Forward! I know you've got no propellers. I don't care. Forward anyway. Here we go. But yeah, a couple of relay spikes should be enough to reach this resource pocket. And then I intend to actually build a defensive turret down here at some point, which is going to be intercepting all of these groups. Because a big theme of the episodes that have been going on so far is that, well, the fact that I can't really fight them. My tanks are getting overwhelmed, and I'm struggling to really...
Yes?
Hang on. Aren't you supposed to be... Yes. And the priest is actually in my resource group as well. Take that out of it.
Yes?
Oh, I'm about at the point now. Stop. Okay, so about here should be fine. Yeah, about here. And I need another spike to go to here. And I'm basically going to do this as a daisy chain out to where that base is. Now the question is, why isn't it building? Oh, of course, right. I need to get the base back into circulation. Come on, base. Empty all your resources, please. Yep, here we go. Suddenly there's a massive flow going on. Oh, is it because I just didn't tell it to repair? Is that what's going on?
Yes? Yes, on my way.
Yep, here we go. It's starting. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this chain sorted out. And then I'll be right back as soon as I've got something a little bit more for you. And as soon as we move on to the next step. Well, time for a desperate situation. The line of resource spikes has increased a little bit, but the second enemy force that appeared at the end of the last episode is back. And since my tanks got wiped out in the previous fights, I've only got one functional Model 1 Scarab as my main defense. The rest of my tanks are just absolutely wrecked. So, in we go. Let's see how well we do. Oopsie daisy. Oops, what the heck? Sure. Charge! Ow! What was that? That better not be my ammo supply. No, it was not. It was just an near miss. Okay, sure. And it's... Oh, it's those flipping graviton rounds. Ah! This is another reason I want a defensive building. I don't want to deal with this... stuff. Wow. My tank's being just tossed around. That... I can't do a damn thing. Whee! Hello! Don't you dare come after me! Now. BRB as soon as I find a solution to this mess. Wow. And that's what happens when anything dies. When everything dies, you don't have squat. And the battle automatically ends. No. Look, I know you
Yeah.
guys are going to wipe out everything. Thank you so much.
On my
I'm going to
way.
pull my scorpions back over to
Yes.
near that tower.
On my way.
I'm going to pull my resource unit back. I'm
Yes.
going to pull my worker
On my
back.
way.
Listening.
And let's actually teleport to this tower.
Listening.
And since I haven't spawned it back in yet, let's go ahead and get... Yeah, will you guys stop dancing, please? You're in disgrace. No time to celebrate. Let's bring in... the ASB! Come back, Mr. Prototype, because I need you. Like, right now. Actually, I think this would be a good time to show off the fabricator as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's load in a fabricator too. Right. Let's load in the fabricator. This is a small building, as I mentioned. It's also the most recent of these little buildings. And it's built to, well, build. Yeah. So actually, now that I think about it, I forgot to install a resource storage on it. So that might be a slight issue.
Yes. On
Just a
my
thought.
way. On my way.
Yeah, I need to put some resource storage on it. So yeah, this is very much a work in progress.
On my way. Yes. On my way.
Where is my resource fabricator? Here we go. Start repairs on that, please. Come on, everything, get it all sorted. And because I've set them all to zero resource, they are bouncing resources all over the place. Come on, why aren't you fixing it? Oh, it's in play. Okay, sure. Let's just get that thing fixed up. Set it into Group 1, maximum resource storage. Thank you. You are now fixed up, so let's go ahead and show it to you. I said show it to you. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is the fabricator. So as you can see, really small. It's got lots of construction tentacles. But what I like about it is, it's got the spiky style I was going for. But it's also got those rotating extras, which just add a little bit of animation to the entire body style of it. And I think that's something I'm going to try and include in my vehicles from this point onwards. Some more animation and some more style choices kind of thing, but in the meantime I need to give this thing at least a little bit of material storage, preferably not in the way of all that stuff, so let's put it down here. Oh jeez, this is going to be a short fight because it's just the Phantom Crane. Yeah, Daka. Honestly, now that I think about it, you know the bug with the tank that was just rolled out all over the place and got wrecked? I suspect those graviton rounds might actually be partly to blame if the vehicle is getting damaged and repaired while it's spun out on the ground. What if it's clipping with the ground and that's what's breaking it? That's a thought. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I was making the fabricator, which is here, and it's fully stocked. Play that.
On my way.
You are the prototype
On my
tank.
way.
You want to be there. You want to play that. So yeah, as you can see, this thing is built to just spam, build, and repair nearby assets with extreme speed. Let's actually spawn in the tower as well, just so that can help out too. And look, there we go. The prototype is very rapidly being carved out of thin air by these construction assets. I seem to be running short of resources again. Yep, I'm short of resources. Time to sacrifice something else to the hungry gods. Goodbye. Yep, there we go. And suddenly, it's being built again. Huzzah! That's going to be my main defender, actually. I'm going to... Where's the enemy force? It's closing pretty darn quick, actually. My scout force needs some urgent repairs as well, so I'm going to pull that back slightly. Okay. Then I'm going to tell it to actually start fixing all that too. And look at these sudden sprays of resources going out everywhere. How's the resource levels holding? Holding okay, actually. I'm on the low side, so I'm going to scrap another one. Goodbye, priest. No, 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 no. Because I'm busy. Yeah, look at all those hearts just flying all over the place. Ah, can't you feel the love in the air? No, in truth, it's the
Yes.
stop repairs because I actually need the prototype finished, the ASB. Come on. Okay, you're fixed. Right.
Yes.
But with the fabricator there, I have managed to do a great deal of progress in getting everything fixed up. Scrap the beholder now, which is 95,000 resources. And there we go, it's just being sucked in and thrown straight out in the form of vehicles and things. So there we go. Come on, you can get these guys fixed up. You've got the power, you've got the resources. And oh geez, all the tanks are actually storing all the resources. That's not good. Store as little resources as possible, please. Max fuel, max power, sure. Yeah, okay. Because the last thing I want is you guys to actually have all of my resources going into this fight. Thank you. Throw it all into the resource carrier, that's a better place for it. Oh, are you actually all finished? You are, yeah. Look at that. It's all finished in like half a minute or so. All fixed up. Okay, right. The ASB. You are going to be the linchpin of this fight. You're going to initiate it, and you'll have the Scarabs as backup. So hopefully this will go a little bit smoother now that I've got the heavy firepower from the ASB involved. And I'm going to bring in the Scarabs, of course, just for backup. So let's get ready. The ASB is number 1 in my priority list because it's the heavy. It's going to go here. It's going to get... I wish you could select from the lineup list. It's going to get the Scarabs. No, it's going to get the Scorpions as a flanking guard. The Scarabs can appear over here. But yeah, this is actually the most firepower I've had available ready for a fight in quite a while. Let's get the other Scorpion over here. And the Scarab R-type there. Sure, this will do. Scarab MBTs, Scarab MBTs. What's my order like? The 2 Scorpions are in first, followed by the M-type, then the R-type. Why is my flagship down at the bottom, darn it? There. Yeah, the ASB is up first, thank you. And thanks to the ASB, I actually outmassed this attack force as well. So, okay, let's see what this can do. Yep, those reflector shields are definitely earning their keep already. Some minor damage to one of the barrels, but in general, the ASB is actually incredibly well defended. And it's taking flight thanks to those flipping grav ram rounds. Jeez. I hate those. I really do. And now it's being munched on. Of course it is. Maybe did I ever actually set up the AI for this thing properly? I'm not sure I did, but the enemy's helping out as helping me out actually. Oh dear. Yeah, this is going a lot better. And having that second independent missile turret is actually helping quite a bit. I think. Go away. Oopsie daisy. That's a big explosion, and yeah, the ASB just got knocked out of the fight pretty much. Okay, so what's going on now? Though it's completely stalled 2 enemies actually, so not too bad. Where are they? Oh jeez. Yep, that's going to be fun. the ASB is fixing itself up. It's taken out 2 enemy vehicles by itself, though, more or less, and I think that was a bit friendly fire from the M-type. Come on, ASB, you're fine. I'm just going to try and kill this thing. There goes its engine. This thing is dead. Okay, leave that be. Oops. What's going on? Lots of general fighting. There's something I must point out, though, actually. The ASB is more or less wrecked, as seems to happen to a bunch of my tanks. Oh, there you go. The ASB's just died. But for the first time, I think, one of my vehicles has died without it being an internal ammo explosion which has caused it. And that's despite the ASB actually carrying far, far more ammo than any of my other vehicle designs ever have. Oh, there's the R-Type over there. Okay, let's go again. What are you even doing? Why aren't you doing stuff? Come on, that's right. Point it over that way. Silly thing. Actually, oh yeah, I forgot. The Generation 2 ones don't actually have... Why aren't you firing? Why are you turning so badly? What's going on? I know you've got AI control still on, but this is not... Oh, there goes the railgun. And... I seem to be getting a bit of lag, actually. Yeah, this is going really slowly. What's going on? Either way, I'm rat packing them, so I've definitely won this, and that was a really solid defense. A lot of losses, though, unfortunately. And my ASB got... Geez, this thing is badly damaged, isn't it? There we go. Okay, battle finished. Whee! Successful defense. And minor damage. The ASB actually acted as a major decoy. Yeah, that was a huge decoy, and it took the it took the brunt of it. Wow. Okay. Sure. I guess that's that, isn't it?
Yes.
And that fabricator, though, that fabricator should be able to fix it right up, though, if I can afford it. Those grav ram rounds, though, are just... Oh, hello, captive. How are you? Can I afford a new ASB? That's the question. I can afford 4 of them now. Okay, yep, I can definitely afford to fix this one up. But you all did me proud. So that's that. Also, note to self, remember to repair...
On my way.
Repair all of my forces, because I kept forgetting to do that, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, that's all fine. Now then, back to base, because there's something else that I need to spawn, actually. Let's spawn at the relay spike here. Because it's time for the next building. The next building is going to be a resource silo, which is going to hold all of my spare stuff. So load vehicle, base, resource silo. This thing is not quite maximum potential efficiency for everything in terms of storage, so it's actually got some structure to it instead. But yeah, let's actually spawn this in as well. And this, that needs repairs. Come on, do it, do it. Build for me. I command you to build for me. Why aren't you building for me? What's going on? I mean, you're not low on resources, so what? This isn't right. Ah! I don't know why this thing isn't spawning properly. Still, it seems I can build it if I pull it out of place, so yeah, I'm going to do that. Pull it out of play. And suddenly it's getting slammed together just as quickly, because it's almost exactly on the volume limit, but it only costs like 5,000 materials. And I think it's a rather nice looking tower, to be quite honest with you. There we go. The heck? You're building! What's wrong with you? Was I too high up in the air when I loaded you in? Is that what's going on? But anyway, yeah. Just get rid of this and take it. Okay. As you can see, it's nothing overly fancy. I just wanted a brace crisscross structure. Made out of light hull, light alloy. I've used some pipes from embellishments, but its core is very much the oil tankers for sheer resource storage. And then with a little bit of extra, I just built this nice little crown on top of it to make this nice little tower. Overall, I'm quite happy with the effect of it, really. But it's just there as a storage thing, and boy can it store. Let's bring the overlay back in, and as you can see, it can store 588,000 resources. Resource storage problem? Not anymore. This thing's got me covered. Very much so. So let's go ahead and link it into group 1, and it's going to store all of the resources it can get its hands on. Resource carrier is going to try and store a little bit, but yep, there we go. Wow, I never really finished setting up the ASB, did I? Not too much at all. But another thing about this resource silo is it's got this massive supply range, almost double that of the resource spikes, so it can supply to anything within this reach, and it's absolutely freaking huge. So yeah, that is a really good thing. Yeah, and that's really what's been going on. Actually, I need a fabricator back here as well, don't I? Let's spawn one of those in.
Yes.
Spawn in my building so I can see what I'm doing. Yep. Okay. So this new generation of buildings is starting to take over a little bit. Let's get close to the ground and make sure. Let's see if that actually spawns in properly, this fabricator. I can afford 20 of those. That's lovely. And yep, that's building properly, I think. It is, yes. Okay. I was just too high when I built that resource silo. At this rate, actually, the main base is more or less redundant now. All I need is some refinery structures and things, and this base will be actually functional. Now that's a scary thought. Oh, can't forget the most important thing though, it does need defensive turrets as well, so I need to build some defensive guns. Come on, little doodads. Come on, give me my favourite parts. Here comes the electricity. Yep. And here comes the rotating orbiters. There we go. Glorious. I do like those things. They're just spin blocks and light blocks, but they definitely add something to these designs, I think. And I'm going to try and follow that in the future. Sadly though, between the fight and getting things loaded in and the ASB getting torn to shreds, that's actually taken up all of the time I had available for this particular episode. So I was planning to build a rammer. That's going to have to wait until the start of the next video. But you know it's coming. I am definitely going to build a rammer. And it's not going to be a big beefy one either. It's going to be a kind of swarm thing, I think. So yeah. Actually, resource silo is holding 89,000. Let's just go ahead and scrap my other 2 prisoners. Scrappity, scrappity, scrappity. What have you got now? And suddenly you're holding 150,000 resources. Perfect. Well, made some progress. There is that. And I've got my defensive force actually up and ready to roll as well, so that's good as well. Let's actually merge those two forces together. So the ASB is going to stick with the Scarab force.
Yes. On my way.
Yeah, this has been Iron Mark 3. I hope you enjoyed the show. Sorry for the slight meandering and the lack of progress, but yeah, I've been very unfocused of late. As you know, health problems causing more problems, and I'm sick of
Yes.
relying on that as an excuse. So I'm going to try and do better. Quite frankly, I'm going to do better from here on in, and I'll try not to bring it up too much. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you some other time when I build a rammer and I retake that little resource field down there. Because I want those resources. 100,000 is nothing to be sneezed at. I'll catch you some other time.